Welcome back. This week is another listener request from Tomáš out in Czech Republic, wanting to hear about one of Europe's largest ground beetles, Carabus coriaceus. So let's go ahead and start our dig. First things first, Carabus coriaceus has no common name in the English language, but it goes by leathery ground beetle in both the Slavic and Czech languages, and the species name, coriaceus, can be translated from Latin to leathery. The reason is that this beetle's body looks like it's been made with black leather. This is just the appearance though. The beetles are actually quite hard and do not feel at all like leather. This species can reach 4 centimeters in length and belongs to the family Carabidae, which are known for their carnivory and ground scavenging behaviors. This family was also brought up on my violin beetle and bombardier beetle episodes, because they are both carabids as well. The family holds about 40,000 species and is one of the world's most species-rich families in the animal kingdom. Now, as mentioned in a previous episode, ground beetles get their common name from spending almost the entirety of their lives on or in the ground. Unlike beetles that fly frequently or inhabit trees, ground beetles stick close to the leaf litter, soil, and rocks. This lifestyle minimizes exposure to aerial predators and maximizes their hunting efficiency, since their prey is also ground-dwelling. Carabus coriaceus is found predominantly in Central and Eastern Europe and thrives in deciduous forests, forest edges, and other habitats where the ground is moist and rich in organic material. It seems to have a preference for ecotone habitats like forest edges, according to studies published in 1994. This information was further backed in another study from 1996, though, which actually tracked beetles after being released in a variety of habitats, using wireless microtransmitters. Almost all the beetles had a distaste for meadows and preferred to stay in forest edges or strips of forest. Earlier, I used the word ecotone to describe these habitats, and it basically just means an area that separates two different environments. This beetle is primarily nocturnal, so you won't really see them out and about until the sun goes down. This helps them blend into the night with their dark bodies to evade predators and help them hunt their own prey. However, they aren't completely nocturnal, so you still might see them around on overcast days or as the sun is setting. Carabus coriaceus are predatory both as larvae and adults, with their primary food preference being soft worms and slugs. However, their mandibles are strong enough to pierce through harder parts of invertebrates, and they will feed on smaller beetles, insect larvae, and insect eggs as well. These beetles play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance thanks to their diet. By preying on pest species like slugs and harmful larvae, they act as a natural pest control, benefiting agriculture and forest health. Additionally, their burrowing habits aerate the soil, promoting nutrient cycling and improving the soil quality. As mentioned earlier, the larvae for these beetles are also predatory and crawl around hunting food, as opposed to traditional C-shaped grubs, which are severely lacking in mobility. You can sometimes find them above ground, but they are known for being ground dwellers. Actually, a paper I read found that the larvae for Carabus coriaceus can sometimes be found active under snow during the months of December and January. The larvae are all black and look like a flat earwig without the pincers. I'll make sure to add photos for the Instagram and Facebook pages. As for how long they spend as a larva, that apparently varies depending on the geographical region. Some larvae hibernate early in their life cycle during the first winter and then again before reaching maturity. Others can grow faster and are able to complete their larval and pupal stage in the span of 1 year. Either way, it seems that the adults don't mate and lay eggs until late summer or fall. Generally speaking, hibernation isn't just for the larvae of ground beetles. Adult ground beetles can do this too, and some species are able to live up to 4 years. I don't have any concrete claims about hibernation and maximum lifespan on Carabus coriaceus though. Up to now, we've covered their habitat, life cycle, and food preferences. But what eats them? And do they have anything special to save themselves? Ground beetles, despite being hard and nocturnal, still have predators they need to be wary of. Hedgehogs, frogs, rodents, and even some birds will target these beetles. Fortunately, stealth is not the only thing going for this European ground beetle, though. You see, ground beetles in general are fast, and they also usually pack defense in the form of a smelly chemical which varies depending on the species. The spray might not be lethal for most, but it makes for a great distraction, enabling these beetles to make a quick getaway. And that is it as far as this particular species goes. There is a surprisingly low amount of information available on this species, but hey, that happens sometimes with these more niche insects. As always, I hope you learned something, and please make sure to rate the show 5 stars wherever you can. More content is available over on patreon.com from bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, and vlogs, so be sure to check that out if you want to further support the show. And thank you, as always, for listening.